Thank you so much for being here once again,
morning.
Colleen. Good
Always
morning.
great to see you.
I know. I know it typically depends on what your situation is, but there are some things you really do need to consider if you are going to buy first, sell first, and so you're going to take us through some points today.
Yeah, absolutely, because there is no perfect answer. There is no one-size-fits-all kind of thing.
Right.
So there are different things that you should consider if you're going to buy first or sell first.
Are you surprised how many people kind of get it wrong?
Well, I think it's more of, yes, in addition to the fact that not having all the information that you need to make an educated decision on it, because it is a big decision.
Yeah.
It really is, and it affects everyone in a different way.
Yeah.
So we should have a look at that because it is one of the more common questions that I guess get asked all the time.
For sure. And I know sometimes people feel pressured to move quickly with different changing family dynamics, if you will. Current housing market is something to consider.
Yes. So everyone right now is not really sure where the market is going, where it's at now. I would say most of our neighborhoods here in Ottawa are still at a seller's market. We are still seeing multiple offers. We are still seeing a lack of inventory, a lack of housing. So that makes a difference in regards to how fast your home will sell. And so depending on where you're at, if it is a seller's market, then maybe your house will sell a lot faster than you think and may be prepared for. Where in a buyer's market, there are like a lot of options out there, but the buyers now, hold the power in their hands kind of thing. So right now, as we're seeing more and more simply either a seller's market, slightly balanced in different neighborhoods, but really that makes a big decision on what you are considering of selling yourself or buying. So it has to be a consideration.
Okay. And so, yeah, definitely in terms of how quickly you may be able to even purchase that next home with it being a seller's market.
Exactly.
Financial situation, always consideration. Oh my goodness.
Always a consideration. So in this particular regard, obviously I want you to talk to a financial, expert, a mortgage broker, your bank. But you have to consider, what is your financial situation? Do you actually own the home mortgage-free in your now, so that you might have more buying power? Or what is your credit score? Because that actually really does matter.
Right.
And then you have to consider about your debt and the fact that also, do you have a really decent down payment? You need to know kind of all those moving factors.
Yeah.
And again, one big mistake that a lot of people do, if you're considering purchasing a home, don't go out and buy furniture or a car or something. Just stay put.
Right.
Just stay put. So it depends on your down payment. It depends on all those different components.
Yeah.
Also, what is your income in regards to, are you contract? Are you retired? And therefore you don't have the income, right? So you really need to speak to someone about this before you make those kind of decisions, buying and selling.
What do you tell folks in terms of a rainy day fund in this regard? I'm going to set up an example because I've seen people come across this. So their new home is under construction.
Yes.
They've sold their old home in order to have that good down payment for the new home, and now they're renting. But then there are construction delays, and they're now in a rent situation for longer than they want to be or need to be. And then there's that overlap.
Well, and that's kind of our next point as well, Stefan, is the fact that do you have a plan? Because if you buy new, it is notoriously often that they don't meet the closing date. Not all builders, but quite a few of them. And so do you have a backup plan if you were to buy a home and sell yours? Do you have a plan to go moving forward? Do you have a plan? Do you have family to go to? Do you have a short-term rental that can be extended? I've even seen people move to like an Airbnb for a short period of time. So that's really important to know what your temporary accommodations are, because if it's a seller's market and you're in one of those really hot pockets here in Ottawa, maybe temporary is fine. Maybe you do have parents, with a plan for you. So, yeah.